welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week we're gonna be talking about pandemic and mental health, two very important topics which needs to be addressed, and it is the need of the hour, right? Before that, a few highlights on what's going on around the world. You guys have probably heard about the news in Lebanon, which have killed so many people. You also must have heard about what's going on in China with the Muslim people being concentrated. Also, what's going on in Jammu and Kashmir with the military lockdown. What's going on in Assam with the flood. What's going on in Kerala with the flood and landslide and heavy rainfall, with no electricity in most places and things like that, right? So, with this pandemic, our mental health and the situation needs to go hand in hand, which is why I have chosen these two topics that needs to be addressed together. But before that, how are you guys dealing with mental health during this pandemic? I want you guys to tap the comments below and write how you're feeling about it, okay? And next thing is, guys, every day you hear in the newspaper about how people who are in contact with COVID-19 has been having a lot of challenges they are facing in the hospitals, with not enough bed and with not enough medical facilities, with not enough doctors and things like that, right? So I would like to give you guys a few facts and figures on where India stands right now. India have one hospital bed for 1,826 people. We have one doctor for 11,600 people. We also have just one isolation bed for 84,000 people. But India also spends about rupees 6,000 crores on ads, rupees 9,130 crores on statues, and rupees 2021 crores on foreign trips. With all this money, India could have built about 17 AIIMS, 35 government medical colleges, and 50 government hospitals. So I want to question the government on where their priorities lie right now, right? And also, just yesterday in my hometown in Manipur, there was a small child who was dead due to the negligence of the hospital, which was so devastating, and it made the people so angry. There were protests happening over there and things like that. So this is the bleak reality of India right now. Also, guys, how are you guys dealing with this pandemic? How has your mental health been doing? Because this is not just a one person problem, it is a multi-dimensional problem. It is where everyone is involved in it, everyone is journeying this together. You and I are in this together, and this pandemic does not separate people because of their caste, their creed, or their religion either. So we are all in this together. It's time that we fight for this together. We fight against COVID-19 and make the world a better place for all of us to live. We need to address issues that needs to be addressed, and we need to talk about problems that needs to be talked about, right? So I will leave you guys with this for pandemic, and you can also tap onto the comment and add more of your opinions and suggestions. Right, we'll move next to mental health. Okay, so you know that in India, mental health has been for the longest time a taboo. It has been stigmatized. There is labeling around mental health, and what I have figured out is that whenever people in India, especially when we go and see a psychiatrist or a counselor, there are people that tends to label us with things like, oh my god, I think she must be blah blah blah, and that person has visited this person, maybe she's going through blah blah blah, and there is so much of generalization and labeling that is going on around people who are mentally ill, and which is why this problem needs to be realized and we need to face it, because this is the time when all of us are going through different problems, mental problems, that we do not talk out about because we are scared of being judged or something like that. And if that is the case, guys, I want you guys to please address it out, talk it out to people, talk it out to your friends, your family members, or people that you trust, and because we have to deal, and we have to be more well equipped with how we are facing the pandemic, also along with our mental state being very, very healthy and very stable right now, because our overall well-being is so important at this point. Because if our mental health situation is not good, then I don't think we will be able to give our full potential to anything else that we do, right? So I want to give you guys a few personal examples myself. During the initial times when the lockdown began, I was like kind of really pushing myself to the limit. I was challenging myself. I like forced myself to like complete my tasks on time, my assignments on time, my courses on time, and I was just pushing myself to the limit. I was training myself. I was exhausted. I wasn't able to sleep for months and months, and I was going through a lot of things, and I was talking to people, and I shared my problems and my challenges, and that really helped out a lot, even if it was just people giving me a very listening ear, and that helped out a lot. Because I know that there are few friends and people that I can trust about my problems. And I want you guys to do the same for your problems, whatever it may be. Do not be afraid to come out of your comfort zone, to speak out to people. Do not be afraid to share. Do not be afraid of being judged, because mental health is a part of us. It is as important as our physical health, right? And if you go to a doctor because you are physically ill, then they sort of give you antibiotics, or they give you medicines that could help heal your pain. But when it comes to mental health and mental illness, it's just not the medicine that works. It's people, it's social connections, it's social help that really is important. It's like how you create a support team for yourself, a bunch of friends, a bunch of family members that you can share all your thoughts and problems with, and that really, really helps in the long run, right? So guys, please address it out, talk it out to your friends, like I said, or feel free to comment below what you want me to address next and things like that. And we will also make sure that we cover these on a more broader sense, because in just 5 to 10 minutes of talk, this is almost like impossible to talk about it. If you were totally going to study about mental health and pandemic alone, I think you might have to remain in the library for at least like 3 to 5 years and just cover yourself with books to fully understand what this is all about. But this is just from an individual perspective of my own understanding and how I am also personally going through these challenges. And I am sure you guys must also be going through similar challenges, although may not be the same. So it's high time that we address, and it's high time that we stop stigmatizing mental health. It's the need of the hour to support each other, because we are all in this together and nobody is alone. Your mental health matters. You matter, I matter, and that is why it is important that we stop this stigma of mental health being a taboo in India. And we talk about it in the open, we talk about it in families, like it's a normal thing to do. Because I feel that we are not talking out enough, we are not sharing enough, and which is why we are all succumbing to that pain and succumbing to that problems all alone by yourself. And that's when it leads to the worst sort of depression. It leads to anxiety, it leads to panic attack, it leads to insomnia, it leads to eating disorder, and so many other unimaginable things, and at the end also will lead you to cost your life. So this is so serious, and it needs to be spoken out, it needs to be addressed, guys. Thank you for tuning in and listening to this 8 to 9 minutes video. I hope that you guys enjoyed what was being shared. I also really enjoy addressing these kind of things, because I feel so much for these kind of things, and I'm really passionate about addressing these kind of social issues. And I hope I can do more so in the future. Please keep supporting. And also I would like to give you guys a few insights of how this shooting thing goes, right? So it's really hard, to be honest, to even shoot and get one video done right. You kind of like have to shoot it over like 101 times, and that's when you finally get it right. So I apologize if there is any mistake in the video. Please kindly do understand. Keep supporting, and keep giving in opinions. Thank you guys so much. This is me signing off. Thank you.